In 2018, Gallup found out of 7,500 employees internationally, 23% experienced burnout often and 44% experienced burnout sometimes. And of course, that was before the global pandemic. Burnout has become a hot topic of conversation. And of course, in our busy modern lives, it's hardly surprising, where the pressure is constantly increasing and we're expected to be doing more things in less time all the time. But it's not just about quantity. Burnout is also about quality. So burnout we tend to equate to busyness, and yes, extended periods of stress and exhaustion can lead to burnout, but it's also about a feeling of lack of control, a lack of meaning and purpose. So it can be brought about just as much by how we do what we do, as well as the amount that we do. The World Health Organization has predicted that burnout will become a global pandemic within a decade. And of course, the ongoing change and uncertainty that we now live in exacerbates an already stretched workforce. So who is at most risk of burnout? It makes sense that the busier you are, the more likely that is to occur. And the interesting thing is, in my experience and the research that's been done in this space, it's not poor performers that burn out, it's often the opposite. Our high achievers are more likely to burn out. It makes sense that if you're good at what you do, you're probably going to be involved in more meetings, more projects, you'll be given more work. There is that old saying, if you want something done, give it to someone who's busy. So if you're a high performer, the chances are you'll be given more work because of your track record. And of course, that potentially puts you at higher risk of burnout. We also see an increased risk in burnout in certain careers, particularly law, particularly GPs. So where the busy badge of honor and long hours and high stress and pressure is common. But also we see increased risk of burnout in caring careers such as nursing. So linked quite often to compassion fatigue. If you have not only a busy, stressful job, but one that is related to supporting and caring for people, this can also put you at increased risk. So there is the obvious personal cost of burnout, our health, the impact it has on our relationships, our life. I know for me, when I experienced burnout, I lost my passion and motivation for everything, not just my work, but my hobbies and interests, my family, my friends. I hadn't got the energy for any other areas of my life. Then of course there's also the organisational cost of burnout. If our employees are always on the edge of burnout, they're simply not at their best. And the chances are they're looking for another job. So from a retention perspective, we often end up losing our most talented individuals if burnout is not kept in check.